What's good, everybody? It's Composition and MC that writes fiction back at it with another horror compilation. This is part two of the one that I reacted to prior to this. And man, those were crazy. Those were definitely some spooky stuff. And I had a couple of people that was just like, especially with the stove or whatever, like put it like I think that they mistook the stove for a washer. And I understood what they're saying. Yeah, you could put a rock in the spin cycle, but it wasn't a washer or dryer. This was a stove. That's what made it crazy. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into this.
Now, this next video was posted by a mother who writes that on August 13 of 2025, her daughter was alone downstairs when suddenly her Ring camera recorded something that has left her extremely concerned. It's been barely a month and a half since Jacqueline and her daughter moved into this new house, and now, after seeing what happened to her daughter on this night, she's not sure if staying here is safe.
Heck no.
While Jacqueline is upstairs taking a shower, her daughter is by herself in the kitchen. Suddenly, this happens.
Time blowing off steam. But now at the casino, she's playing to avenge Paul's death. She lures Victor into a trap, letting him gain his confidence, win a few hands just to see what his tendencies are. But then she goes for the throat.
That thing just flew across the
Within 4 hours, Sally has cleaned Victor out, winning the entire $100,000.
What the heck? And then, whoa.
Frequently in a poker game like this, because the stakes are so high,
she's
emotions are so
saying
high,
how.
these disputes are carried away from the poker table. You would become so angry that you would act out violently.
Instead of just leaving the game this time, Sally's scared.
With her arm clutched, Jacqueline's daughter immediately runs upstairs to tell mom that something had touched her. Jacqueline froze upon hearing the words that no parent would ever want to hear their own child say. But unfortunately, there's evidence. Something had apparently left a mark on her forearm. Now, Jacqueline states that this photo was taken only minutes after being told by her daughter, at which point she reviewed the footage from downstairs. Seeing no one else around, she wasn't sure what to make of this. But seeing the bag on the couch move on its own and a small object throw itself at her daughter has led her to believe that this was supernatural.
The entire $100,000.
Whether paranormal or not, her daughter's suddenly crying and the mark on her arm is pretty strange. But as always, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Let me know your thoughts on this one.
That's weird. That's weird. Number 2.
Now, taking place inside a family's home, a mother named Courtney films a video of a car seat sitting in the living room. It belongs to her baby daughter, who isn't using it at the moment. However, if she had been, then what just happened earlier wouldn't be so creepy, because according to mom, it was just then that the car seat shook on its own.
Oh shit. It was just randomly started rocking. My daughter's not in. Uh-oh, the dog senses something. Ooh, that's weird. What the heck?
Literally nothing here. My baby is sleeping. Don't have a remote. It just...
Like, I don't see the rocking, but I know that the dog is sensing something.
Even the family dog was freaked out by this. They growl and bark as if sensing something dangerous, but clearly nothing is there. If a couple of toys had been there, then one could argue that the shaking was mainly due to a child's toy that vibrates. But as Courtney explains, that wouldn't be possible because the way it shook was too intense for any toy to generate. The car seat had done this on its own. While nothing in this video seems to show what it could have been, it's the following video that Courtney shared where things get much weirder. According to her, there had been another creepy incident just like this, but unlike recently, this one has left her terrified. While folding laundry and listening to her favorite podcast, this happens.
I'm just gonna give this one venue a chance. We'll see how it goes. And we drive there, it's 2.5 hours away, and it looked exactly like my vision. And immediately in my heart, like, I cannot explain the feeling looking back, I'm like, God really, he just loves us so much. But so I secured that wedding venue. It's great. Everything's good to go. I signed the papers. I called Drew. He was like sick at the PA school at the time, and so he couldn't tour with me at a test that day. And my vision. And so fast forward to the wedding day.
The crazy dog gets launched across the. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, nope. Now, of course, you know, it could have been like, you know, maybe the, you know, dog walked and, you know, that may have did something. But what's weird is you have the shaking of the whatchamacallit, which I couldn't really make out, but again, the dog sensed something there. And then the baby bottle, which is interesting. So I'm just like, is there something specifically with the baby?
Something out of a horror movie. Courtney's dog began.
Before we get into that, this video is sponsored by me. Hey, if you want to dive into new music, I have a catalog. Yeah. These are not singles. These are albums. But more recently this year, I did release an album called Tame Chaos. So you can listen, stream, download, purchase, all of that in the link in the description. And just, you know, check it out because I want to see if people are actually seeing this and going to the
To growl in an empty space. They walk slowly and cautiously as if scared to approach whatever is there. Then, after leaving the room, this happens. A baby bottle slightly moves before plunging right next to Courtney. Naturally, she gets up and leaves in a panic frenzy with her baby. Something weird had just happened, and she wasn't having it. Now, despite there being not much info on the story, it's pretty clear that something strange is going on at Courtney's home, whether it's a ghost or not. These two occurrences have no doubt scared the living daylights out of her. But for now, as with most videos, this one remains a mystery.
Whew, that one's creepy.
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. Now this final segment features a few clips that all come from a bakery in West Virginia, and it goes without saying, but each video is pretty creepy. The bakery in question is known as Rock City Bakery, and recently, the co-owner of the shop has been posting videos that she wasn't able to share until recently. Now according to Morgan, the co-owner, all these incidents that were caught on camera are thought to be the doing of a ghost that all employees call Harry. Harry apparently has been responsible for all strange things that happen at work. From kitchen trays that fly off the counter to heavy equipment that appears to be pushed by an unseen force, it's safe to say that the bakery has seen a lot of creepy stuff, but nothing compares to the following two videos that were caught at this bakery. According to Morgan, these are videos that she doesn't like to watch as it makes her feel uneasy when she comes to work. Now just for context, Morgan would always find misplaced items around the shop, but the one item that's commonly found in odd places is a plastic bowl that's shaped like a spider web. There's actually more than one of these, and for some reason, each one is usually found in places where they shouldn't be in. Morgan believes that Harry, the ghost, is responsible for this. It would happen so often that Morgan had to throw away all the bowls to stop the activity, and it did stop for a while, but then one day, while working a busy shift, Morgan notices a spiderweb bowl laying on the couch where all the customers sit. Perhaps someone had brought it in and left it by accident. Regardless of how it got there, Morgan was spooked out of her mind. So, she checks the cameras to see how the bowl had got there, and what she sees scares her to her core. According to Morgan, it appears as if the bowl had morphed out of a painting inside their shop. Have a look.
Whoa! What the fuck was that? It was like a whoa! What? Whoa.
Like viewers, Morgan doesn't know what to make of this. It looks as if the bowl came out of the painting. She believes that this had to be Harry somehow doing this as an attempt to get back at her for throwing the bowls away. While it's unsure if that's the case, another incident similar to this one was caught on camera that's made her and everyone else at the bakery pretty unnerved. During the late hours of the night, this happens.
Seems like a portal. Whoa. What the heck?
Like before, something comes out of a painting, but this time, more things happen around. Looking closely, a plastic skeleton falls on its own, but after whatever this was had come out of the painting. As it turns out though, that object was a can of soda. Not really sure what to make of this, Morgan shares the footage online in the hopes that someone could explain this. So far, neither video has been solved, but still, there continues to be strange things that happen at this bakery. Whether it's Harry the ghost or something else, they're still freaked out by all these occurrences. But of course, what are your thoughts on this? Let me know down below.
That's creepy. It's like I was just looking at this stuff in regards to portals, and
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.
apparently this dude had a portal and stuff would just drop out. My thing is like, how do they make the VFX for that if it's not real? Because that is crazy. Things dropping out from portals and they don't know where it's going, and you just caught the joint on camera. Ooh, that's wild. That is wild. But let me know what y'all think in the comments section. It's Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction. Happy scary spooky month. Make sure to check out the description for my music, books, comics, and more. All right, y'all. Peace.